All right, so it just came in the mail. And what it is this bad boy right here. It's the Seikane Android Audio radio. And we're gonna unbox it, check it out. This is a Seikane stereo for the EVO 9. I believe it'll fit EVO 8 as well. The Go 3 to 06. I'll put a link in the description, and I'll probably put a pop-up somewhere on the screen where you could check this thing out. Just came from China. And it's gonna be unboxing. First here we got a little baggie full of cables. And this thing's super bubble wrapped. I'm gonna need 2 hands for this. This is an interesting bubble wrap. It looks like one of those like pool floater noodle things. Let's check this thing out. All right, this is pretty big. So I ended up going with the gray bezel, which is kind of like what the original one looks like. And I do offer it in black, but I went with just a regular gray one. So that's what I have. And I figured if I don't like it, I could always paint it, wrap it, whatever. This actually didn't take too long to ship. Spent most of the time in processing, but then when it shipped, it took like 4 days to get here from China. All right, this one-handed struggles not doing work. Let me cut to when I have this thing out. All right, now we're back. I believe this is a 9-inch screen. It's got Android 11. And it's essentially just a dang tablet. On the EVO trim. And then boom, you have the back. Really is no mounting that's gonna have to take place. Obviously you have all your connectors and whatnot, but other than that, you got these clips here. Those just clip right in. Should make it really easy install. But yeah, it looks pretty dope. I'll have to check it out once it's in the car. They sent me this free Obity 2 scanner, which links up to it. I don't know that it's gonna do too much. I don't think it'll interface well with the EVO, but I don't know. Maybe I could hook it up to like the Torque app or something like that. We'll see. And then in the cable bag, what do we have in here? All right, looks like we got usual cable, USB, video in and outs, and the antenna adapter, additional USB. So it looks like we got, what, 3 total. This thing does do CarPlay, so I don't know if it works on maybe this one, and then the rest are just for like extending accessories. I don't know. And then it looks like it does come with a harness. Now, I do not know how well this thing is pinned out, so I'll have to double check it with what I currently have in the car versus the schematics online. I guess we'll see in that manual if it's actually set up correctly, but I usually always double check these harnesses because I don't really trust how they pin these out, and these things are pretty easy to de-pin. Pretty easy. It looks like we got a little chode muffin GPS antenna. So while I was checking out this harness, I saw this guy here. I was wondering what the hell this is, and I ended up looking at this diagram, and it looks like this pink wire is wheel key number 1. So I don't think this is used, so I'm either gonna just tape it back, maybe de-pin it, and then obviously it goes to the ground and it's just teed in, or it's just kind of spliced in with the other ground. Everything else looked fine. Obviously, I have tweeters in my car, so I was trying to figure out how that worked out because there's only really spot for 4 speakers, but I think on the EVOs, the tweeters are kind of wired in with the front, left, and right. So I think that should take care of that. It looks like this part will just go right into the car, so I don't need to use my old shitty one. This will just go right into the car. This goes into the head unit. And as long as the head unit's connector matches up with where this lands in the car, which I have to double check, we should be good to go. But other than that, that's all that comes in the package. This thing looks super fresh. Can't wait to see what it looks like once it's in the car. So we'll get to that part here in a second. Here's my old doo-doo stereo. All right, so I already pulled off the radio out of my car. I'm sure there's plenty of videos on how to do that. If not, definitely get to that point since I'm not covering it in this video. Obviously, I already relocated my climate control down to the bottom. I did this a long time ago, probably like 2011 or something like that. It's been a minute. I don't even know if there was those kits readily available. So this one was like custom made. So I already did all the HVAC bracket, moved out to the side and all that. So definitely at least want to get to the point where you have the HVAC position down to the bottom all set up correctly and have this big open section here ready for the dash. Now, this was a JDM double din bezel that I had originally. Here it is side by side. And so we're at the point where we're just ready to drop it in now. I did find this diagram here online. It's pretty basic. And I was double checking it with the harness and it looks like it's matched up. So it should be pretty plug and play. We have the antenna cable here, which I'm not even sure if that fits in there. Do we even have to use it? I mean, why can't I just jam this bad boy? I don't know. We're gonna have to cross this bridge here once we get there because we got two male ends here. So I'm assuming this goes to the back of the radio. Let's take a look. No, it looks like I could just, what the hell is that for? I don't know. Anyways, it looks like I'll just be able to use this this one straight in there, but seriously, who uses a damn radio anyway? Like, I don't plan on using that shit. And that's really it. Other than that, we have this stuff that just connects to the back, like I mentioned earlier, just USB stuff. So we'll just preset that. I'll probably run it to the glove box compartment. And then the GPS receiver, which I'm debating whether I'm gonna actually slap this bad boy on because I plan on using Apple CarPlay and it just piggybacks off my phone. But I may or may not decide to install this. Maybe I could put it somewhere inside low key with some double stick tape. I definitely don't want it dangling out here out of the car. I mean, I know it probably won't be as accurate unless it's out somewhere not in there, but I don't think I care, you know, to be bothered with that. And obviously we're gonna slap our little chode muffin Wi-Fi antenna just because why not? And don't know what the hell I'm gonna do with this. But really, this is pretty straightforward install. So I think the most important part is to see how this thing looks like once it's in. Here it is all mounted up. All right, so she's pretty much ready to go in. So I got one of the two USB ports hooked up. So the diagram was saying that one of them has to do with the CarPlay. The other one just says USB per this diagram. So I just plugged into the CarPlay one, left the other one open because I don't really need that much USB action going on. I went in and taped off this female aux plug-in, which is for the mic because microphones and a loud EVO doesn't make sense. Let's see here. And then the other style connector, which is just one of those, it's another USB. I plugged that one in just in case it does something magical that I don't know about yet. I mean, whatever, I guess I'll have two. I just kind of zip tie it across, keep them together. I'm going to feed it through there into the glove compartment. GPS is already positioned. Harness is in there. The stock one, just got to plug that in, plug in the antenna. Got these little two guys hooked up, and that really should be it. I mean, if I get an amplifier in the car, I'll obviously pop that thing out and plug in that piece, but I don't have backup cam or anything like that, so that's gonna stay out for now. So let's pop her in. Oh yeah, one last thing before I throw this thing. I did end up taking off the stock clips that were behind the double din dash. This guy, I took those off. I guess they go on there because I was about to throw it in and realized that, hey, don't these have clips? So yeah, just slap those on. There's only 4 corners because there's like these bottom tabs. I know it's shitty lighting. they don't take these yellow clips. So just get 4 of them off there in the same general areas and slap them on. All right, here she is, all installed, and man, does she look good. I guess time for this part right here. Oh yeah. Yeah, so overall it's pretty easy install. It definitely modernizes the inside of the EVO quite a bit. I don't know if I'm having second thoughts on sticking with that OEM style like gray bezel. Maybe I should have gotten the black, but I could always wrap it or do something with it. But yeah, overall this product isn't too expensive. I mean, considering what you get, I'll definitely post a link where I got it from online. And then really once you get it all hooked up, just make sure everything works. You got the CarPlay all set up in here. One thing I'll show you real quick in case anybody's wondering, because I don't know if they might have this instruction, is when you go into settings, make sure you go into car and then factory settings, and the password for me is 126. This is the same password that was on my Corolla, so I gave it a shot and it worked. So probably the same for most Androids. And then what you can do is, because Mitsubishi, that's right, you could switch it over to that. I think normally it comes with like that with nothing. You could set up your own stuff too, but if you go into car logo, you could select this, and I think it'll set it as your boot screen and all that. And then you'll have additional features in here, but since you guys don't really have any fancy features, you won't have any like steering key to learn or anything like that. But these are a little bit more advanced settings in here. Other than that, just play around with it, check it out. I think overall it looks really dope for the price. But yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment and I'll try to answer them as best as I can. All right, thanks for watching.